They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential. I wrote the bill. What's happening?
What's going on, everybody? For your mind here, Biden is off his rockers, and I'm going to show you in a couple videos why he's off his rockers and losing his marbles in the 25th Amendment that should be enacted immediately. Even though I don't want Kamala anywhere near the presidency because she received 0 delegations in the primaries, the only vice president ever to not have that happen. And she's a lunatic, so. Also, before we get in the video, for everybody that's saying it was an insurrection, it was not. January 6th was not an insurrection based on Merriam-Webster's definition, which they'll probably change. But yes. A political revolution that toppled the monarchy. Uprising implies a brief, limited, and often immediately ineffective rebellion. Quickly put down the uprising. Revolt and insurrection implies an armed uprising that quickly fails or succeeds. So yes, nobody at the Capitol on January 6th was armed, so it was not an insurrection. It was just a riot. Just for anybody who was wondering. But here are going to be some videos of Biden speaking like an insane lunatic. This is the person who has the most votes in history, including Obama. For you lefties, including Obama.
The Second Amendment, from the day it was passed, limited the type of people who could own a gun and what type of weapon you could own. You couldn't buy Q'anon. Those who say the blood of patriots, you know, and all the stuff about how we're going to have to move against the government. Well, the tree of liberty is not water with the blood of patriots. What's happened is that there never been, if you wanted to think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons. The point is that there's always been the ability to rationally limit the type of weapon that can be owned and who can own it.
He must not, he must have no idea what happened in Vietnam or Afghanistan right now. It is reported that Afghanistan government would collapse in 6 months after being there for 20 years. And yeah, the Viet Cong and Vietnam. But yeah, Biden, you can't beat the government with guns. The government was almost overthrown by unarmed mob on January 6th. Which one is it? Which one is it, Biden? Was it insurrection or people can't beat the government with guns? Which one was it? And also, vote for Biden, they said. Huh. He's a lesser of evil, they said. Biden's budget doubles funding for police hiring program. Cumulative 1033 transfers since 2013. Biden's budget boosts ICE funding by $18 million. Sorry, AOC. Sorry, all lefties. You got played. Just letting you know that. Biden follows Trump's lead on military spending. He's actually spending more. Flow of military gear to police has sped up under Biden. And we're spending a lot more money. Oops. Oops. Oh, y'all got played.
I've got to get a helicopter.
One more. Will you travel to Florida, sir? Can we ask you about Florida, what you've learned? And what
Oh, yes, I apologize. Yes, thank you, my president.
It's funny that she had to remind him about all that. It's hilarious.
I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential. I wrote the bill on the environment. Pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. What's happening?
Somebody help him. I feel so bad for him. Come on. All right, so ask yourselves who is really running the show behind the scenes, because obviously it's not Biden. Come on, be real, be realistic. Even if you voted for Biden, you're a diehard Biden supporter, you can't look at these videos that come out of him just rambling on about nothing and forgetting about literally everything. The man's brain is fried. You can't say with a straight face that somebody isn't running it behind the show. Time Reports touts cable of powerful people behind conspiracy shadow campaign to shape election. How Mark Zuckerberg almost handed Texas to the Democrats. Exclusive whistleblower document appears to show Microsoft helped write big tech bills. Top U.S. officials consulted with BlackRock as markets melt down. And these are all from different points of political views. So it's not just one point. It's not just Fox or MSNBC or New York Times. It's all different points of views. Who is really in charge in America?
It's awful hard as well to get Latinx vaccinated as well. Why? They're worried that they'll be vaccinated and deported.
This is how it sounds when you say, hola, my Latinx friends. They say, shut the fuck up. Here's an example. As a Dominican, I absolutely hate that term, and so do all my Hispanic friends. These white progressives, man. The white progressives giving specific names and nicknames to people of color. This is how you know he spent his entire life living off the taxpayer for payment. He has no clue what it takes to run a small business, keep a small business, and grow a small business, let alone run a country.
Guess what? Employers can't find workers. I said, yeah, pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. What's happening? They're going to have to
compete with the federal government paying people not to work. Essentially, yeah. So the equivalent of what they're paying on employment is $16 an hour. Maybe that can work in big cities, and it probably will work in big cities, but small towns, that's not going to work. You think these small businesses that don't make that much money are going to be able to pay $16 an hour? Of course, Biden doesn't know that. He's lived in big cities his whole life, so he thinks money just grows on trees, and he's been suckling at the teat of the government for his entire life. Just like Bernie Sanders. Political re-education of January 6 detainees is underway. It sounds like China. It sounds exactly what these concentration camps in China are for, right? Deprogramming of January 6 defendants is underway. American greatness. People are being held and detained for just walking into the Capitol. For even being there. Not even committing any amount of damage. But BLM and Antifa can, assault people and cause billions of dollars of damage throughout the entire United States and burn shit down with impunity and get their charges dropped. So that's going to be a video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.